Thank you for joining us. We begin with breaking news from Lebanon. The Israeli army has begun bombing the ancient Lebanese city of Baalbek. This follows a forced evacuation order given to the population there early on Wednesday. The city's people were ordered to leave or risk being bombed, including at the site of its 3,000-year-old Roman ruins. Baalbek is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's home to some of the world's best preserved Roman temples. Let's get the latest with Imran Khan, who's joining us live from Beirut. What are you hearing about the bombing campaign in Baalbek, which has now begun, we understand?
Well, it started about 30 minutes ago. Several airstrikes taking place along the roads where actually people are using to flee from after Israel gave that evacuation order. The bombing is still continuing. Now, the evacuation order given by Israel was about 11:30 local, so not a long time before that evacuation order and the bombing actually started. People are still trying to get out of those areas, a very densely populated area. The governor of Baalbek has also been speaking, urging residents to actually leave. But Israel does have under humanitarian international law, a responsibility to any civilians that are actually left there. It has to protect them. But we do know that Israel doesn't take a particular stock in international humanitarian law. But these airstrikes look like they're going to be far wider than perhaps we thought. They look like they are still coming in along the roads. Given that where Israel has said people need to leave from, there are still people in those places, and it's a very densely populated and a very densely packed places that have been placed under evacuation order. Now, we don't know what Israel is hitting. It has been talking about strikes in the south, in Nabatea, where it says it targeted deputy commander of the elite Hezbollah Redwan forces, but that hasn't been confirmed by Hezbollah.
Yeah, and as this is happening, Naim Qassem Imran has been giving his first speech since becoming the new Hezbollah leader. What has he been saying?
Well, it's very much a continuation of the vision of Hassan Nasrallah, the former former Secretary General, rather. He says that Israel has been attacking Lebanon since 2006. It's the resistance that drove Israel out of Lebanon, not international resolutions. He was critical of Israel not adhering to the UN Resolution 1701, which brought an end to the war. He says there were 39,000 air and sea violations of that particular resolution. He says, we will continue to implement the war plan that Nasrallah set with the resistance leadership, and we will remain on the path of war within the drawn political directions. He also goes on to say that Iran supports us and wants nothing from us and shares our convictions, and we will fight on our land to liberate the occupied areas. No one forces us to do anything. But interestingly enough, nothing about a ceasefire. He has actually talked about ceasefires in his previous speeches, but nothing about a ceasefire right now. This is very much a message that says Hezbollah is as powerful as ever, it is as ready as ever, and it's business as usual. And Hassan Nasrallah's vision is the one that he is going to take forward.
Imran, thank you very much for bringing us the latest there from Lebanon. Imran Khan in Beirut there. And as Imran said, no signs of a ceasefire in Lebanon yet. These are the latest pictures coming into us from the city of Baalbek in Lebanon, the ancient city of Baalbek, which Israel has begun bombing. As Imran said, no idea yet what they have targeted, but just a few hours ago, Israel ordered citizens of Baalbek, residents of Baalbek, I should say, to evacuate or risk being bombed. We'll keep a close eye on the situation there and bring you the latest as and when we have it.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.